The following program is produced by students of the Brian Lamb School of Communication at Purdue University.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Fast Track Extra and another week here at Purdue University. Yeah, Monday gets a rap for being kind of a bad day of the week, but it's going to be really nice weather today. We're going to have a very warm start to this week. Temperatures going to be up into the 60s. Very enjoyable. But as March comes to a close and we head into April, like the saying goes, we're going to start seeing continual chances of rain showers for at least the first few days of the month of April, and as I said, throughout the week and towards the weekend as well. So lots of rain chances as we head into the first of the month. Now, looking back at this month, some of the stats, we had an average high of 42 and an average low of 22. I compared that to the average highs and lows, and you see that this month was a lot below normal when it came to temperatures over the Lafayette area. Now, our maximum wind speed of the month recorded at the airport, 52 miles per hour. One of those nights when one of those cold fronts came through, we had some very breezy conditions. Now, heading into this afternoon, away from that cold weather, it's going to be partly sunny. Breezes are going to start coming out of the southwest. Your high, 65 degrees. It's going to be very pleasant out there, so get outside and enjoy it if you get a case of the Mondays today. Now, as we head through time, we see those winds coming out of the south today, dry conditions. A few showers move in overnight, and you see as this loop goes through time, waves of showers coming out of the southwest, moving to the northeast, and that will be the trend as we go through the next few days. So here is the forecast for your next 3 days. Tomorrow I think will be pretty pleasant. That high of 57, I think a rain chance early in the morning, primarily before sunrise, and then again after dark. So the majority of your Tuesday should stay dry, but then on your Wednesday and Thursday, increased chances of showers. They won't be all-day washouts, but be on the lookout for those showers as you go towards Wednesday and Thursday. Now, I'll be back in just a little bit to look at your 7-day forecast, but for now, we'll throw it over to Lauren for the news.
Thanks, Alex. Good morning, Purdue. I'm Lauren Westberg with your local news update. Students, if you haven't filed your tax returns yet, do them now. They may reveal that someone has stolen your identity. This week, West Lafayette police have responded to the second claim of identity theft this spring. Both instances were discovered when the victims attempted to file their taxes and found that someone else had filed in their name and taken their return. Identity theft can happen to anyone, so keep track of your wallet, social security card, and other sensitive information. Now for some news that's a bit closer to campus. Last week, you may have noticed the anti-abortion poster on campus near CL50 around noon. That was until the police were notified and asked the group to take down their 13-panel display advocating anti-abortion views. Some of these displays were graphic, including photos of women who had died while having an abortion. The group, Students for Life of America, said that they were only interested in showing the blunt truth surrounding abortion. However, the police were called because the display was said to have violated some of Purdue's public forum requirements. Ultimately, after the group claimed that this was an infringement of their First Amendment rights, they were allowed to resume. That's all we have time for today. Be sure to check back tomorrow for some more local news. Now let's go ahead and check with John for sports. John?
Thank you, Lauren. Purdue sports had a busy Sunday, so I will try and catch everyone up in a quick and efficient manner, starting with the men's and women's tennis teams. The ladies traveled to Wisconsin and defeated the Badgers 5-2. This win brings the Lady Boilers back to 500 on the season and 3-2 in conference play. Men's tennis must have seen the damage the women did and decided to raise the bar a little higher. The men won their fourth straight match with a 7-0 shutout against the Wisconsin Badgers. They are still undefeated at home, improving to 8-0 at the Schwartz Tennis Center. From indoor tennis, we move to some outdoor sports, softball and baseball. The softball team split a doubleheader with Michigan State yesterday, losing 6-3 in the first and winning 10-1 in the second. Senior Andy Varsho had a nice day going 5 for 7 and tying the Purdue career hit record with 255. They will return back to action Friday when they square off against the Indiana Hoosiers. And to wrap things up, the baseball team took on the Fighting Illini in Champaign, Illinois. Illinois had a hot start, scoring in each of their first 3 innings to open up a 7-2 lead, which led to an 8-3 loss for the Boilermakers. Purdue baseball now falls to 5-18, 1-2 in the Big Ten, and will be back Wednesday when they face Illinois Chicago. But I cannot end this sportscast with bad news. So the good news is opening day for Major League Baseball has finally begun. This meaning that cold weather should be done and the spring is finally among us. Alex, please fill our viewers' ears with some joy.
All right, John, and thanks. It looks like it will be some nice weather, at least here in the Midwest, for opening day. Now, earlier we talked about March temperatures and how they were below normal, and with those below normal temperatures, looking at the precipitation, you'd expect to see snowfall a bit above average, and coordinated with that, the rainfall below average, and that is exactly what we saw. But hopefully we will be trending more towards that rain now that we are heading into April. Now for that good news. As you head through the evening today, 64 degrees at 6 p.m., temperatures in the 50s throughout the evening. So if you're outside, it will be very pleasant, very enjoyable evening to be outside. Now as we head through your overnight hours, we introduce a slight chance of rain after midnight, just 30% chance. Low temperatures will only drop into the middle 40s. And here on your 7-day forecast, a nice day coming up for tomorrow, high of 57. Those rain chances Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it looks like we are going to finally start to dry out towards your weekend. But if you notice one thing, none of those very cold temperatures in that forecast. Temperatures staying, looks like in the 50s for the majority of the week. Now, thank you for joining us today on Fast Track Extra. Hope you come back tomorrow for more news, weather, and sports.